Hello guys, welcome back to Godspeed. Today we have the all new Hyundai i20 N-Line with us, and the variant we have is the N8 DCT dual tone. That is the top of the line model. i20 N-Line is available with two variants, N6 and N8. N6 only comes with an IMT gearbox, whereas the N8 is also available with an additional option of DCT gearbox, the 7-speed DCT we've seen in many Hyundai cars before. So before anything else, we get into the engine of the vehicle. So powering the i20 N-Line is a 1-liter TGDI motor producing 120 PS power and 172 Nm of peak torque, and has a claimed mileage of 20.25 kmpl. And you can see the insulation has not been given. That's because the engine is super refined and silent as well, so that's not an issue. And now let's get to the design of the vehicle. So the basic design remains the same apart from some cosmetic updates the i20 N-Line gets, and there are especially a lot of N-Line badging in the N-Line model. As you can see right in front of the grille, there's the N-Line badging, and the grille have the checkered flag design, and they are all in gloss black color, which gives the car a very sporty appeal. And even this color, red color, is very sporty indeed. And you can see how the grille has their checkered flag inserts. Because N-Line is actually a racing form of the Hyundai brand, and overall the front is more or less the same than the normal i20. And over here are your projector fog lights, and top over here are your LED projectors with DRLs and cornering function light as well. Both these functions has been given, and here's the turn indicator. Turn indicators are normal bulbs, and again you can see gloss black inserts in the lower part of the bumper as well. And the skid plate is in dual tone color, gloss black and silver in this color. The other colors have the skid plate in red color, whereas in the red color or the skid plate, as you can see, this is in silver color. If you buy the blue color or the white or silver colors, you will get this part in red. And this is how the car looks from the front and side combined. So this does look a lot sportier than the normal i20, and this will surely grab your eyes when you see this on the road. And you can see how this sharp bonnet design has been carved out. So that is something we see on the i20 as well. And even in the headlights, you can see there's the i20 badging, and there's the DRL, and inside you can see over there's the cornering light. This variant comes with cornering light function. And even the alloy wheel design is a lot sportier than the normal i20. And on the side fender, you get the N-Line badging over here on both the sides, and here are your wipers. And over here is the blackened out ORVM. You can see gloss black finish. And now speaking of the tire, so the tire size remains the same, but this is a new alloy design, and the brake calipers are painted in red. The size is 195 by 55 R 16-inch alloy wheels. They suit the Indian conditions very well. 17-inch would have been a little too low profile, and the ground clearance is 170 mm, so even that's not a very major issue. And you also get side skirts, a very small side skirt in again dual tone color of black, gloss black and silver for this model. The other models have the color in black and red. You can see this is silver insert below, and top is gloss black. The other models have the dual tone insert of black and red. And over here again you can see the black roof for the dual tone model, and this is matte black finishing on the doors. And the co-driver side door handle does not get any sort of request sensors, and this is to open to fill up your fuel. And this is very well carved out with the tail lamp. This is something we see in the i20 as well, very similar. And even the rear tires get disc brakes, so that is an addition for the N-Line, but the calipers are not red. And even over here, if you can see, there's no Hyundai logo. There's the N badge over there on all four wheels. So yeah, a lot of N badges have been used inside this car. This is how the side profile of the car looks. Decently sized and average premium hatchback is what we call this car. And you can see the shark fin antenna over here, and even that has been finished in gloss black. And you also got an integrated rear spoiler, but the wing design over here has been changed for the N-Line, for N-Line specific. And this is an integrated spoiler finished in black color. And the best part about the spoiler, I feel, is the way they have designed the side wings. This is something we see only in i20 N-Line, not in normal i20. This really makes the car a lot more sportier. Then again there's an N-Line badge on the rear of the car as well. And here is the exhaust, a proper dual tone exhaust, functional exhaust, which sounds really very nice. Let's open the boot of the vehicle. So there's the magnetic button, and boot space is 311 liters, which is generous for the size this car is. And over here is a hook, and you also got a boot lamp over here. And speaking of the spare wheel, so the spare wheel is placed below over here, and it is not a full size wheel, and rather it is an alloy. The size is 185 and it is not an alloy. And there's the toolkit to open the tires, and there's the triangle. And you get a Bose speaker over here. The subwoofer has been placed on the back over here. There's the Bose branding, and you get parcel shelf available in this model in the N8 variant. And the opening aperture is quite good, so you can easily fit in anything you want inside without any issue. There's the Hyundai logo, and you can see how well the rear of the car looks. To me personally, the rear looks absolutely sporty, especially with all the black and white treatment the car gets at the rear. And the rear diffuser also has a very sporty effect, and the exhausts are functional. And here's how the exhaust sounds. And you get only 2 parking sensors at the rear, and over here is your parking camera below over here, and over here is the badging of i20. And talking of the tail lights, so the tail light is not fully LED. The turn indicators and the reversing lights are normal bulbs. The other lights are of course LED in the tail light. And I really love the way this chrome has been carved out inside the headlamps, and which runs through the back of the vehicle and again comes into the tail lamps. So this really gives it a very elegant appeal, I would say. Just not something sporty, but yes, it does look very elegant from the back. And you can see the placement of your parking sensors. Only 2 parking sensors have been given at the back. And overall the car really pleases you in terms of design from the back. And moving towards the side again, so you can see there is a quarter glass placement given over here. And it is decently sized, not very big, not very small. And even in the tail lamps over here, you can see you get the i20 branding inside them, which makes it attention to detail is quite good. This proves the attention to detail is quite nice. And this is how the side of the car looks, as I've shown you already from the other side. And it is decently long. The wheelbase and all dimensions you can see on the screen right now. Now let's open the rear door of the vehicle. So this is the minimum legroom you get when the driver's seat is pushed all the way behind, and that is the maximum legroom on offer when the seat is pushed all the way ahead. And this is how the door of the car looks in all black theme. Door handles are in glossy black, and over here you get red accents. And the door pockets are generous in size, and here are Bose speakers. And the window is pretty large, not very small, so you won't feel claustrophobic inside. So now we are inside the i20 N-Line, and as you can see, when the driver's seat is pushed all the way behind, there is a little amount of space available, not very much, and there are no seat pockets over here as well, and neither the seat has been scooped out, but still the space is quite good over here. The under support is average, headroom is just okay, but the cushioning of the seat is quite good and they offer good comfort. And that is the maximum legroom on offer. You also get the own rear AC vents, and over here is your space to keep some stuff. You can keep mobile phones or keys, and below over here you get a charger. This is a USB cable for charging. And even on the AC vents, as you can see, you get this red inserts, red accents, to prove this as an N-Line, or to differentiate this from a normal i20. This is only available in i20 in N-Line vehicles, this red inserting. And even in dashboard you can see there are a lot of red inserts, red accents, as you can see, to differentiate from the normal i20. And speaking of center armrest, so there are no cup holders over here, but the positioning is quite good, so you can very well keep your hand over here, but a center cup holders could have been better. And over here are your headrests, and even in the seat, if you can see, you get red stitching over here. These are leather seats with red stitching on the headrest as well, but the seat belts are normal. They don't have any red accents on them. Apart from that, the rear experience is quite good. You also get a sunroof. Over here is a light. You get grab rails over here on both the sides, and over here is your coat holder. And on the co-driver side, there is a magazine holder, but not on the driver side, as you can see it very well. And let's get to the other side when the maximum legroom is available. So over here you can see there is just loads and loads of space available, but this is not the actual space you will get, because the front seat, when pushed all the way ahead, You can see there's hardly any space available over there. So at normal positions, yes, the space at the rear is quite good in this vehicle. And the door handles are nice in approach. The speakers are placed over here. These are Bose speakers available in the N8 variant. These are not in the N6 variant. And even on holders over here, you can see you get this red accents. So this really makes even the rear profile rear seating experience quite sporty. And you get seat belt adjustments over here. And the roof material has been changed for the N line model. You can see you get blackened out roof over here, and even the material feels quite different from the normal i20. And the AC cooling is quite good, even though you get rear AC vents, so the rear cools up quite easily and fast. And the bottle, you can easily keep a 1 liter bottle, as I said you earlier. And the windows are not one touch up and down. That is only for the driver. And overall, you can see the parcel tray is also quite nicely shaped, so you can keep your laptops over there if you want, because it has been very nicely shaped over there, if you can see that. But I feel that the rear window glass is little small for my liking, but you do get rear wiper and defoggers. And overall, the rear experience of the car is really very nice. I mean, Hyundai's makes the most comfortable cars for city driving, and for that purpose the i20 serves its purpose over there, and it really is proven in that aspect. So I guess I've talked about the rear experience of the vehicle. Apart from one thing I left, the width of the car. So the car is wide enough, so seating 3 might be a little issue, but not a very major issue. And one more thing, if you'd like to see, the seats have this checkered flag design, which you can also see in the car's grille, if I showed you earlier that thing. So this makes the rear seats even more sportier. And you also get ISOFIX style seat mounts and center seat belts. So yeah, overall the rear seats are quite good. And this is how the dashboard of the car looks. And how is it to operate and what all features are on offer. Well, to check them out, we'll have to cut into the front seats. So this is the key of the vehicle in my hand right now. And this gets 4 buttons to lock, unlock, open the boot, and if you hold this, the car will start honking. That is to find the car in parking. And the driver side door handle gets a button for keyless entry. The doors open up wide enough, and this is how the driver side door looks. Even over here you get red accents. 4 buttons to operate the windows. This is for locking of windows, lock, unlock the car, and electrically adjust the mirrors and fold them. The driver side gets 1 touch up and 1 touch down. And the door pockets over here are similarly sized to the rear door pockets, nothing different. 6-way adjustable driver side, manually adjustable. And this is how dashboard looks. And let's get inside. And surprisingly, there are no scuff plates given over here. You see, there are no scuff plates. This is the mat with i20 badging. This is not i20 N line specific. This has been just put for the display. And it's close the door. So the doors close with a nice sound. I won't say it is a very loud thud or something like that, but yeah, they close with a very nice sound. And right now, if you can see, the overall dashboard layout is the same as i20, apart from some things that are different. And first and foremost, you can see the very different steering wheel over here with the N badging over here. You can see here's the N badging. And the steering wheel is different from the normal i20 because this is a 3-spoke steering wheel, but it is not flat bottom, and it is a steering wheel with red inserts, again to give it a very sporty touch. And you also get pedal shifters only in the DCT model, and that is not available in the IMT. And the steering adjustment is given over there. It is adjustable both for reach as well as rake. Both the adjustments have been given over here. Currently it is at the full position, and to adjust them, you can see it is available in both the positions, so you can very easily find your own comfortable driving position. And even the buttons, for instance, in the steering wheel have been changed to give it a sporty appeal while operating. You can see the buttons have been changed, and even the material used for them, they feel nice to operate, very nice to operate. And similarly, the AC controls, these red accents over here, and the way they have been treated, they really feel very nice to operate. And over here is a 12-volt charging socket, and one USB port related to the infotainment system, and this is one USB port for charging your mobile phones. You also get a wireless charger over here, and over here is a display for the AC temperature. You get automatic ACs in this variant, and over here is a button for your hazard lights, and this is your 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system which you get in this variant, as well as the N6 model. And over here, this is your fully digital instrument cluster, which will turn on soon once we bring the car to ignition. And you get rear view mirror, that is an auto dimming mirror with blue link function, as well as an SOS button. And you can see the blue link button which has been given over here. You can see this is blue link button. This is for SOS, to call the Hyundai call center in case of any emergency. Now you do get sunglass holders over here, and then there are two lights which can be operated like this, and this is the button to operate a sunroof, and again through this button you can turn the lights on. The driver side, the co-driver side sunshade only gets a mirror, no lights. The driver side gets only a ticket holder, no mirror or no lights. It has been given over here. And speaking of the front seats, you can see the front seats are actually way better in the i20N line, because you can see this holds you pretty well. The designing is quite good. You can see the checkered flag design. Over here is the N badging, you can see, and the dashboard is a little long, but won't be a problem at all. But you cannot see the hood of the vehicle while driving. But again, the hood is not very long either, so that won't be a problem at all. Speaking of the gear lever over here, you get a dual clutch transmission, which is a DCT gearbox, and even the gearbox has been very well crafted. You can see this leather inserts over here, and again over in front there is the N badging. So overall there are a lot of N badging inside this car. You won't forget that you are sitting inside an N line i20. And you can see this leather insert with red stitching in the leather to make it feel very premium indeed. And you can see how well the gear has been carved out over here, and even on the sides there are some glossy black inserts. And the plastic quality is quite good. I won't say it is bad or average. It is actually quite good, but there are no softest materials used. And this is a fully black dashboard with some red accents on the buttons, if you can see over here on the AC vents, and red accents here and there overall. So this is a fully black dashboard with some red inserts. The glove box is cooled, but there are no lights, and it is decently sized, a typical Hyundai glove box. And these are some fake AC vents. Some might like it, some might not. And over there is the AC vent. Two AC vents over here. This is a button for hazard lights. You can see the A-ply is not very thick, so it won't obstruct your visibility in any terms. And over here is a center armrest, and you can open it. There is space below. You can keep anything you want. As you can see, there is space below, and this is extendable as you like. And even the placement of the handbrake is quite good. There are two cup holders in the front over here. Over here are the buttons to turn off your traction control and to engage the driver view monitor. This is for the headlight level adjustment. And in terms of safety, this car comes with 6 airbags, ABS, EBD, brake assist, ESP, hill hold assist, and traction control as well. So in terms of safety, this car is pretty well loaded, although official global NCAP results are awaited. And over here is the button for your start stop system. This is actually feels quite hidden actually over here. So you can see this turning up. And not to forget, you also get red ambient lighting. The normal i20 has blue, the N line has red ambient lighting. You get ambient lightings over here and on both the footwells. So that makes the car look really very sporty at night. And you can see how well the infotainment system is. This is the same infotainment system we see in cars like Hyundai Creta and Kia Seltos. This is the same operating system, but only the system design has been changed. Overall, the system or the features they offer, or they're similar in they're actually very similar in most of the ways possible. So if you can go to setup and media over here, the system operates quite well, and even the speaker settings are very similar to what we see on cars like Creta and Verna, the Bose speakers. Right now the battery is down, so we can't really play a song, but I can assure you the system is very similar to what we've seen on other Hyundai and Kia cars, so this won't be any different. Over here is the knob to operate your headlights, and over here are for your wipers, and the knobs feel very nice to hold. and nice to operate. That is actually very similar to what we see in most Hyundai cars and most cars on sale right now. And I've told you about safety. Now we speak about the speakers. So there are two tweeters placed over there. You can see one is over there and one is placed right over there, the second tweeter. So the sound output from the speakers is quite good, and you only get a single zone AC which can be operated from here, but the front seats are not cooled. And speaking of prices, you can very well see the prices on the screen right now. This particular model is in the dual tone variant. So this is the top of the line in the N line model. This is the N8 dual tone DCT. So this is the top of the line, and this is the most expensive i20 you can buy in the country right now. So is that worth the price? Well, to be very honest, the N line and N models are two different things. This is an N line, so the engine remains the same. This only has cosmetic upgrades. So if you want that sporty engine, you can check out the normal i20. But what's different in the N line is the suspension has been stiffened. They have offered rear disc brakes, and the suspension dampings have increased up to 30%. And Hyundai also claims to have added weight in the steering wheel. So that's something we can only find out when we get to drive the vehicle. As for now, as for the walk around, as for the first impressions, what I can really say is this car is no different from the normal i20. If you want cosmetic upgrades, if you feel worth the money, because what I feel is the cosmetic upgrades are actually worth the money, because this really makes the car feel a lot more premium. Because the car is spacious, the car offers a lot of features, the car has a very nice and tried and tested powerful engine. So overall, this car is a really nice package. But for the price, there are better and bigger cars available with better powerful engines. So you should definitely check out all of them before you take a final decision on which car to buy. But my recommendation, if you want a daily communication car, a small car with a powerful engine and feature loaded, if you want a car to be driven on cities on most of the days, if you want a car that is easy to drive on city roads, easy to handle, so definitely Hyundai i20 N line wins over there because of its size and the light steering wheel it has to offer on city roads, and the Hyundai sales and service network, the widespread network. So in that terms, the N line definitely outshines most of the cars it has to compete with. So that being said, that was my walk around review of the i20 N line. If you like the video, you need to hit the like button. Also subscribe to our channel and visit our website godspeed.in to check out latest car news and updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.